Hey everyone, it's the Grumpy Meatball, and I am back with another episode of Grumpy and Son. And this time we're opening up something pretty fun, right Lincoln?
Yeah.
And that is the Pokemon Battle Academy box set, which is a pretty hefty box set actually. So, for those of you who don't have kids, this Pokemon trading card game is like the thing right now. But it's really frustrating as parents because you spend all this money on these decks, right? Like just like piles of cards. You're getting all these booster packs and they're getting all these cards. And you have no sense of the value of the cards if you're not, a player of the game. And the kids don't have a sense that it's a game, not just a bunch of cards with pictures on them. And so Lincoln and I started learning how to play this game today, finally, and we picked this up to help speed that along. There's a tutorial in an app that you can get, the official like Pokemon TCG app on the iPad. That's actually really good, but this will help us play it in person. And so I just thought we'd bust this open and take a look. Go ahead and rip that bad boy open. Unleash the dogs of war.
I don't even know how to.
Tear, rend the flesh. There you go. All right. So I'm so frustrated with all the money. Like this neighborhood, like me and our immediate neighbors and friends have probably spent $500 on these cards, and the kids have never once played the game. That I think we're talking about launching our own little Pokemon League where I will just sacrifice my time and have these kids come down here once a week or every other week or something, and I'll help them actually play the game. But and so this will be a big part of that. So I bought 2 of these actually, so that we have 2 mats and everything. Go ahead and lift the top off there. The game itself is actually pretty fun. It's surprisingly fun. Oh, look at this. Okay, I didn't think this was actually going to be a board. This is actually really nice. You know what this is? This is our player board.
Ooh.
I thought that this was just going to be a piece of paper. So right off the bat, you get a nice actual player board. A mat would be even better, but this is a hell of a lot better than what I thought it was going to be, which was just a piece of, folded paper, basically. Leave it alone. And so here it tells you exactly the rules and shows you where to put everything, which is really going to help put some structure around this for these young childrens. Next up, you get deck guides for the 3 decks that come in the game. Look at that. Lots of cool pictures, and it's showing you how to best play the game. So one of the things that this game comes with is 3 pre-built, I think 2 or 3, maybe just 2. I think it was 3. I think it was 3. Because it says 3 on the back, and there must be a 3rd one in here. There it is. It comes with 3 pre-built decks that have all of the cards that you need to play the game. Because that's another thing that, for kids at least, is really hard. The idea of deck construction and specifically choosing, making sure you have enough energy or whatever in your decks. It'd be ridiculous to expect a 6-year-old to figure those nuances out without any guidance.
I'm sure.
Go ahead. So what do we find there?
This is a coin, and the players.
They can't see it, buddy. You gotta get it.
And this is a coin, and the players have to pick heads or tails, and whoever lands like a tail or a head, they go first.
Yeah. So you flip this coin to do various things in the game, and that's nice. It's very obvious which side is heads, basically, because it has that multifaceted thing. Let's see if we can flip it into the camera. This would be awesome. Ding! It's like from Scrooge. Anybody seen Scrooge with Bill Murray?
No.
When at the end, when Charles Dickens flicks the coin to the guy, or whoever, Ebenezer Scrooge, in the movie that they're trying to shoot on during the show. So you get 3 rule books. These 2 are regular, and this is what's called this is an advanced rule book. Okay.
Oh my God.
So I don't know if it's.
I don't understand.
not the same deck guide, or maybe that's not a full deck. Maybe it just comes with a bunch of cards. I don't know what the hell's going on here, but we'll need to look at that. And then you get your decks. They're like pre-built. They have everything that you need. See, it even says player 1 on it. Your second deck's player 2. Here's your decks, buddy.
Mewtwo's player 3.
And then this is the advanced deck. And we'll take a look at the cards here in a minute. You get QR codes. This is another thing. Like, as a parent, I know that my neighbors and I myself, come on, just wait, your turn, have just thrown these away because we didn't really think that the kids would get into the app, and maybe that it would be too arcane for little kids. But we actually started playing it today, and it's quite easy. If you have a 6 or 7 year old, they can figure this out. If you want to go ahead and steal our deck, I really don't care. I'm going to scan this long before this goes up anyway. So, okay, so that's it. But that's enough, isn't it, buddy?
Yeah.
So
I'll show 2.
set it aside. Well, you get some tokens. This will help with tracking hit points. From what it looks like, the damage is always denominations of 10. So it's nice that you basically don't need anything but these. This is really crappy. Oh my God, look at that. I can barely even get that out. This is horrible. The worst punch board I have ever freaking seen in my life.
Yeah.
But it is for babies, so.
Baby. I'm not a baby.
I'm not a baby. It'll work. All right. Moving on.
You're opening up 1.
Start with the player 1 deck. That's the Charizard deck. All right. Player 1. Go ahead and open that up and pull them out. And keep them in order. The cards have to stay in order. Do you understand?
Okay.
That is the whole system that they have set up here.
So here's a GX.
Hey. Yeah. Let me zoom in. Put them right in the center of the map here. Do that again. Say, here's a GX.
Here's a GX. And then a human.
We don't have to look at all the cards, but just maybe get them out there and kind of spread them out. So you get a bunch of cards, and the important thing is you get a complete deck. So as far as I can tell, the decks are basically made up of 3 different types of things. There are Pokemon, and the game plays surprisingly like the actual video game, because you only have one active Pokemon out at a time, and he's sitting right here facing off against his opponent, whoever that might be. And so they're typically like directly attacking each other. But you also will have like a bench where other Pokemon will be, like just like in the game, your kind of secondary Pokemon that are readied. And so you have your Pokemon, you have like items, trainer items, so forth and so on, or trainers. And then you have these energy cards, if I can find one. Yeah, like that. Which, you have these energy cards which power up the Pokemon, basically. And you know what's ironic is that I told you to keep these in order, and I already got them out of order. That's okay, though. We can get them back in order.
It's your fault.
Yeah.
Oh, player 2 is Pikachu.
Okay. And so I don't think we need to look at both the rest of the decks on camera, but suffice to say there's one that's built around Electric and Pikachu, and then there's an advanced deck that...
It is based off out of Ghosts.
Mewtwo.
Yes.
The mighty Mewtwo.
I'm going to be Mewtwo.
Reflective. Very cool. And again, it comes with 60 cards. 60 cards is the deck that you build in the game. And so that's pretty much it. It was $20 for 3 full decks that are ready to go, so that the kids don't have to struggle with trying to make sure they have everything they need. And just by playing with a pre-built deck, they'll get a better sense of what should be in a real deck, and then eventually they'll be able to build their own. Let's put everything out so that they can see all the contents. So you're getting those, the board, which is much nicer than I expected it to be. I thought that was just going to be crap. You get the card to scan the stuff in. You get your tokens, and then you get a coin. So that's it. That's all we have for now. But we're probably going to be streaming ourselves playing this, don't you think, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Daddy's not going to take mercy on you, is he?
Yeah.
So you better get good. All right, that's all we have for now. Thanks everybody for watching, and we will talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Oh no.